is Destiny, and this is my Flosstube Stitching with Bird. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. I appreciate you being here, and if you like what you see, can you please subscribe and like and share with your friends. Today is like the rest of February's recap because I did my last Flosstube for January and the first week of February. So here's the rest of February. Today is March 6th of 2026, which is my mom's birthday. So happy birthday, Mom. And with that, I think we'll just get started. I apologize if you see me looking down. I do have notes, so I'm trying to read off my notes because I have bad memory. So yeah. Anyways, so for the rest of February, I had no FFOs, I had no new starts, and I touched 6 of my whips, which I have tried to record this several times now, and I'm realizing that I don't really have a lot to share. But anyways, so my first whip that I worked on was the Nostalgic Tarot Cards by Witchy Stitcher, and I'm doing this on 18 count Celestine Ada, and this is the Fabrics by Fiber on a Whim. And I added 65 stitches into it. Let's see if I can find... So this is what I added in, was just this line going up. I had previously already gone across the bottom, so I already had all this all the way across. Sorry, I almost dropped it. So I had all the way across. I'm not very good at measuring my margins apparently, so I wanted to make sure that it all fit, and it does for now. So yeah, that was number 1. Whip number 2, I am doing the Crochet A Go-Go seasonal pieces. So this is the Summer in the City by Crochet A Go-Go, and I'm doing this on 32 count Country French Latte by Witch Out, and this is linen. I added 68 stitches into this, and I pulled it out because it was a warm day and it just felt like working on summer stuff. So I did along down this line here. I had started some of it, so I just finished off. I think I had to like around this area here done. So I just went down. I do have the rest of these started. I have the spring one, which you'll see later on in this video. And then I have the winter and fall started, excuse me. And I'm just kind of trying to get the frames going and started so I can do some more filling. So that was my second whip. My third whip is Big Hearted Tiny Town by Heart and Hand, and I'm doing this on 32 count Crystal Bashful Belfast linen by Picture This Plus. I have a hard time saying that, and it's like a tongue twister for me. And I added 108 stitches into this, and I pretty much, I had all this done. I had the bottom of this house done. And then I added the roof here that's kind of white, and I feel like it kind of goes. And then I added the chimney and the little wet pink heart up here. And I decided to pull this out before Valentine's Day, before it was too late, and I didn't really get a lot done on it, but I still tried to do as much as I could. I am a seasonal stitcher, so I try to go with the holidays and the seasons. So sometimes I don't touch stuff for a long time, and that's why a lot of it doesn't have a lot of progress. And that was my third whip. So my fourth whip is the Spring in the City by Crochet A Go-Go, and I'm doing this on 32 count Raw Natural Linen by Zweigart, and I'm doing them on different ones because when I tried to order the same one, it was out of stock, so I just ordered one that I could get the closest to, and this is what I did on this one. I had already had like this tree done, and if you watch my last Flosstube, you'll see that I actually had made a mistake and was half a stitch off in this tree trunk, so I frogged and then restitched it. And then I kind of just continued on and went on, started working on the house. So all this house down here is all new. And I'm hoping to pull this out again and kind of get more progress on it because I was actually enjoying stitching this one. So the next one that I worked on was the Deadly Aquarium Sow by Lola Crow, and I believe this one was the sow from 2024. And I'm doing this on 14 count white Aida, and I dyed it myself. And I added 468 stitches into this one. Again, with the margins, didn't really give myself a lot of room here. So I added mostly brown, so it's kind of hard to see. Sorry. Let's see if I can get this closer here. I did all the brown down in this little pole here, and I added this sign, and then all the way across the top here, there's, in this top part, there's more brown in there, so I went all the way across with the brown. So I finished all the 838 in the very top, and then I'm just trying to get like the poles and stuff done. So I have this one, and then I have the one on the side, and there's another sign that goes over here that I have to fill in too. So I'm still chugging along on it. And then my last cross-stitching whip that I worked on was the 2026 Haid Sow. And this is Glistening Wings by L&L Designs. And I'm doing this on 25 count even weave. So I apologize, it's still on the hoop. I did add 1,461 stitches into this one. And I worked on this in the beginning of January, then I stopped, and then on Valentine's Day, actually, I picked this back up and I got my situ bug back on it a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can kind of see right here is all 712, and it's kind of like a tannish color, which is part of the dragonfly wing. And like I said in my last Flosstube, this is the end of page 1, so I'm kind of just going down to see if I could get a page finish. And then I'll start another page. I don't work in like pages like that. I kind of just go cross country as far as I can go. And this is kind of my first time just doing all fill-in and doing like page work, like pages. This is actually kind of like my first real big full coverage piece, so I'm enjoying it. There is a lot of color changes. Well, I'm looking at my floss over here. My table is just full of all the floss for this one. It's pretty big, but I'm really liking it. So my total, including the first week of February that I included in my other Flosstube, my total stitch count for February was 2,699, which was a little bit more than January. It kind of bothered me that I was 699 stitches and not 700, so I kind of thought about doing an extra stitch, but figured, whatever. But it was close. And I do have a crochet whip to show you. I started in a blanket. My dad's dad is turning 70 on the 13th of this month, and they're doing a birthday party for him, so I figured I should probably start a gift, which I know is like way too late, and I didn't know that they were doing a birthday party for him, so I know this isn't going to be done in time, but I started it at least. It's the thought that counts. Let me see if I can grab it from here. So this is the Sea Glass Throw by Daisy Cottage Designs. And the yarn that I decided to use was the Pastel Blue by Pound of Love. And that's by Lion Brand. So this is what it looks like. It's fairly easy. I can't see what I'm doing here. But yeah, so I mean it's like a full, it'll be a blanket and everything, so it doesn't really like to show very well. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on. Um, why I don't have any March updates for right now, it's because I've been working on this, and I have been kind of putting off stitching because I wanted to make my next video before I started doing more cross stitching. So I worked on that, and I've been kind of doing that. I found a pencil. I've been working on that almost every night for the last week and a half. So hopefully I can make some good progress on it, at least, so I could be like, hey, look, here's your gift. It's not done yet, but it started. So anyways, that's pretty much it for cross stitching and crochet. So I guess plans is the last thing that we'll talk about. My plans are really to just work on the spring in the city. I've been really enjoying that one, so I just wanted to put more progress on it, and it's still not officially spring, so I wanted to work on it a little bit longer. And my next plan is to work on my Heaven and Earth design style, so I can kind of get caught up since I didn't work on it for a while. I don't even know how many days I missed, but I'm pretty far behind on it, so I figured that I should just get as much as I can do on it done. And then I wanted to work on the blanket more so I can get pretty good progress on it. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. So I appreciate you being here. If you made it this far, if not, that's okay. I still appreciate you being here. So, that's pretty much it.